Today I have a different video where we will be seeing one of my past games and all the mistakes I made before I became precise. I was building a BattleCruiser fleet that changes after sacrificing all of them into a Marine Medivac army, and how that army almost does nothing before achieving victory. So let's get on with the video. I'll be building a BattleCruiser fleet. First thing I do is build a SCV. All my allies are Terrans, and which means most of them will go BattleCruisers. Keep your command center building SCVs, and in this case, since I'm close to the middle, I don't need to help my ally defend the ramp, so should have built my supply depot right next to my command center, and also sending another SCV. He could have been mining. Keep on training SCVs at the command center until you get supply blocked, or you don't get supply blocked because you build your supply depot real soon. Right after that first supply depot finishes, keep on building SCVs. Build a barrack. Okay, so that barrack, you're gonna see what I do, but yeah, building two refineries is good, so you can start mining gas and getting ready for the battlecruisers. Let's changing the options here. I was trying to find something, I don't remember what I was trying to find, but right after the two refineries finish, okay, I'm not sending, oh yeah, expand as quickly as possible, and send two SCVs to the refineries. Once they finish, keep your command center building SCVs. My barrack is building a reactor. Okay, looks like a Marine Medivac or Marine Marauder. And right now I'm not doing anything because I'm telling my ally Pink he or she can build their command center right next to mine. At the moment I forgot how to write command center, so it's going to go on. Once my barrack, I'm gonna be building a factory right there. Barrack will be training Marines. I'll be upgrading my command center to orbital command. My second command center will almost finish, and I'm building engineering bay now. For missile turrets, just building more Marines. Always gotta keep production up. There's a pathway there. First orbital command finished. Train, drop down meal and train SCV. Okay, here for the second command center, first make it into an orbital command, then start training SCVs and dropping meals, because so you can drop more mules and it'll be faster. I'm building a starport. Finally building that into orbital command. Okay, why did I lift my barrack and land it there? Okay, training a siege tank, more CVs for more income, dropping a mule, and training a okay, first, yeah, never fill up the queue, the queues for the buildings. Never fill it up all the way, because then instead of using that money or those minerals or gas for other units or buildings, they're given to that to be constructed. siege tank and a reactor doing nothing. I'm building lots of siege tanks. Starport finished. Building a Medivac. Training SCVs. And yeah, for refineries for gas. Keep in mind that you should non-stop train SCVs because they keep your income up. Only stop training SCVs when you have around 80, because then you won't have enough supply for your army. Dropping more mules. Mules are real good at mining minerals, and they're like really advanced SCVs. Okay, getting more siege tanks. My Medivac. Okay, wait, what? I put a barrack next to the wall just to move it back? Okay. Yeah, building my... Okay. First, never build a battlecruiser if you're supply blocked, because it's just gonna stay like that. And you just spend 400 minerals just to wait until you can have, once you have more supply. And I'm building missile turrets. That's not really smart because you can just drop a Nidus worm right next to the mineral field, and the overseer doesn't need to be right on top of the mineral field. Okay, I'm researching Yamato gun, building more battlecruisers, even though I can't because not enough supplies. Okay, finally I'm building a whole bunch of supply depots. I have 4 Marines and a Medivac doing nothing right now. I'm gonna be training a whole bunch of Marines that I can't because no supplies. Dropping more mules. My allies are expanding, getting their forces up and ready. I'm researching the +1 range for missile turrets. Building more battlecruisers. I'm building the 2 armories to get the ship upgrades. Building more supply depots because I'm gonna get supply blocked really soon. And looking around at my allies' forces because, I might be getting attacked and all that stuff. Getting the +2 armor for my buildings. Dropping down more mules and training more SCVs to keep my income up. Building more supply depots. And a command center. Battlecruisers, 2 battlecruisers finished. Building 2 more. Ally just wrote in the chat, void rays coming on from the top. Okay, almost all of my allies are getting the battlecruisers except for Pink, since he or she's going mech. With those 3 SCVs, I'm building. And when the void rays come, I'm going to be grabbing almost every single one of my SCVs here, as you can see. And I'm going to be, I'm sending them all to build bucket load of missile turrets, as you can see right here. Whole bunch of missile turrets right there. void rays go away right when my first one finishes, and there's no need to build any there because the void rays are just destroying the command center. Now you mod again all the void rays, and I keep on building more battlecruisers, getting the ship upgrades, and plus one armor and plus one attack, loading up my command center with SCVs and sending it to the bottom left corner of the map, sieging up another siege tank, 4 marines sitting around and a Medivac sitting around. Battlecruisers, I'm not repairing that one. Okay, I'm getting the +2/+2, the +2 upgrades for air and for ship and attack and armor. I didn't get the armor upgrade, but now I did. 3 more battlecruisers just finished. I don't have enough gas. I'm gonna scan. You always scan before you send your battlecruisers. Now I'm warping them all. Like the jump or whatever it's called. Go down, getting a whole bunch of XP, and then aiming for those overlords to try to lower the supply of those. Oh yeah. So, first of all, if you're a beginner player or expert, never send battlecruisers to attack a whole bunch of void rays with Thors helping them. I mean, that's just total suicide. I just wasted about 5,000 minerals for nothing. Or even 4,000 minerals. Because all those battlecruisers just got destroyed. And now my strategy entirely changed, and now I'm going to be building a whole bunch of marines. So my third expansion is going to be the bottom left corner. Okay, so Zerg has siege tanks, and almost all my allies have battlecruisers, except for Yellow because he has a whole bunch of marines. Wait. Okay, I am building. So I'm gonna start training ghosts now. Okay, I have no idea what I was thinking at that time, but I think I was thinking about training ghosts because I'm building a whole bunch of ghost academies. So yeah, dropping more mules, that's good. What you should do is keep your all your command centers or orbital commands one control, like control 4 or something like that, control 5, whatever. So you can click control whatever the number was, and then just hold E, shift E, and then just click on it. Multiple mineral fields, like right now. And I did it in the worst timing. All those mules get destroyed by a bucket load of Zerglings. Ultralisk and Zerglings can't attack air, so I did no idea why I moved that. Probably because I thought they had some air coming in too, but I guess they didn't. So now you're gonna see that I'm sending a Medivac with 8 marines to drop them down, and I'm gonna be building a bucket load of defenses now for basically no reason. Six bunkers and 1 sensor tower to know if my enemies are coming. 7 missile turrets, 8, 9. 20 missile turrets, and I'm gonna upgrade my command center to a planetary fortress real soon. So that's gonna be like a total fortress, because like no one can get in without knowing that. I'm gonna be training a bunch of Marines. I'm gonna be upgrading the command center to a planetary fortress, and I am building more barracks to train more Marines. I'm picking up that command center, dropping it down on another rich mineral field, and I'm using my Medivacs to load up Marines and drop them down at my other base on the bottom left corner. I'm getting all my barracks and telling them to, Zerg incoming with Banshees and Hellions, with a whole bunch of Thors, Marines. I'm not doing anything except for my siege tanks, but what I should have done is send the Medivac and drop Marines on the high ground, but at that time I was not so helpful player, but now I'm more precise, and I help my allies, because if I don't, they'll die, and that makes me die. Sending all these SCVs to, the rich mineral field. I should be dropping more mules at the moment, but I didn't. All of my missile turrets there are still alive, and I haven't used them, and they're not for anything. On the engineering bay, I'm getting the +1 upgrades and the +2 upgrades for the Marine. SCV is, Void Racer destroying Mall base. Luckily my friend is there to help me, because I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything, and I built those ghost academies for almost no reason, because I'm building Marines, not ghosts. Loading them up in the Medivacs, sending all my SCVs to mine from gold minerals. I'd be 28 SCVs, and a whole bunch of Marines. They'll be being sent real soon to my fortress on the bottom left corner. Usually when you have a strategy, you shouldn't just change it to a different strategy unless your opponents changed their strategy entirely. For example, if the enemy was Protoss and I was Terran, or we were all Terrans and the enemy was all Protoss, and they were building a whole bunch of Zealots, we would build a whole bunch of Battlecruisers. But if they changed their strategy to a bunch of Carriers or Tempests, we shouldn't just build a whole bunch of Marines. We would probably build Battlecruisers or Vikings with Battlecruisers to help them out, since Vikings have longer range than Battlecruisers. Battlecruisers don't have that much range, but really good firepower. So those 4 Marines basically sit there for almost the rest of the game. No, actually they go over there to that base to defend, but they don't last long because that base gets attacked. Now almost all my bases have run out of minerals. I reached max, not max, but I'm supply blocked now. loading up my, lifting my orbital commands, and I'm flying it there. I should be dropping meals down, but I didn't realize that. Okay, so while I was not doing anything, just building my little army, all my allies have been attacking and harassing the enemy. Like you see here, a whole bunch of Thors attacking the Zerg, and they have been doing stuff while I have just been sitting down building my army little by little, which is not a real helpful, because I mean, you're just making your whole all your allies do everything. You're just sitting around doing nothing. But that's how I was when I was a beginner. So my allies are doing basically everything. I'm building my Marine Medivac army. Only upgrades for I loaded an SCV and one of those Medivacs. Yeah, taking them out, sending them back to mine. Wondering why a whole bunch of SCVs are carrying gold minerals to one of my bases. And well, I don't think about it at the moment, but I should have, because that base was destroyed and 4 Marines there were slaughtered. Getting +2 upgrades for my Marines, and my fortress still alive, nobody attacked it. And seeing the train of SCVs, the 2 trains, going to my command center and going back. I'm supply blocked, and I don't notice 160. Okay, now I do 160 supply. Building more supply depots. I think a little more than necessary, but oh well. Because right after I build those supply depots, minerals start getting scarce. Because, yep, most of the minerals are already mined, and if we put our bases in the open, then they'll be getting destroyed by the enemy. Sending another orbital command over there. Okay, for making the supply depots go up and down, just double click, do control and then click on one. That'll click on all of them in an area, and then just click R and they'll all go down. Or if you want them all up, then control click on one, it'll click all of them there, and then do R again, they'll go up. Yep, as you can see here, my allies are doing everything. I'm doing nothing. And then with my 6 medics, I send them to do something when my allies already did everything. For some reason I didn't attack the 2 command centers, but instead I wanted to attack these 4 factories by dropping down a bunch of Marines, which I'll only take down 2 factories. And I did the targeting attack. Then I send all of my Marines to attack this command center right there. An SCV and what's it called? Yeah, the mule escapes, and then I target fire down the orbital command. And now we're going down hunting the enemy because we have no idea where they are, and we basically won. We're just taking more bases and hunting them to try to find their bases. Leaving some troops in random areas. killing this hive, and we don't win, so there's a unit somewhere, or a building somewhere. Everyone's looking around for that last building, or those last 3 buildings, or whatever they are. Somebody scanned that bottom and found 2 extractors. Those might be the last buildings. Okay, they're not, never mind. Hunting around, looking for the last building. The last building. Everybody's trying to kill it, because they only won. And here you can just do control click and I'll select all the bunkers, and unloading all these Marines and sending them out to find that last building. Most of the time it's a hatchery or a command center or a nexus, because those are the most health. So sending my Medivacs scout around. I should have just been scanning in random areas, but oh well. These haven't been seen, these 2 bases, so I'm assuming it's over here. Supply depot is finished. Oh, there's the last building, and voila, we won. If you liked this video, then like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends and family. See you in the next one.